see. What's good, boys? How are you guys doing? Day one. Bam. Day one. Let's go. Day number one, and we are up and at 'em. Okay, so today is just kind of going to be introductions. Okay. As you guys can see on the calendar, if you guys haven't seen the calendar, it's linked in your guys' own private community in here. Okay, and again, all of these videos are going to be recorded for you guys as well, so don't be tripping if like you guys are badass kids and have summer school or something. Don't be tripping if you guys are, I don't know, like are too scared to face me face to face because I'm getting on your ass pretty much this entire summer. But all of these days are going to be recorded. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to the troops. And I'm glad that you guys are here with me. So I'm really excited. And today's just kind of going to be an introduction to me, myself, what I expect out of you guys for this month, and also me being able to get to know you guys a lot better. We're going to get a Google form sent out to you guys at the end of this, and I'm also going to give you guys some notes that I want you guys to take, some goals that I want you guys to set. Before we do all of this, if you can't hear anything, you're probably on mobile, so the best thing to do is just restart the app. Close that shit down and open it back up. I don't know why, it's pretty typical for mobile people, but anyways, guys, I'm really fucking excited to get started on this Mastermind 3.0 with you guys. As you guys know, I've done two other masterminds prior to this, and they were a lot of fun. I definitely learned a lot from doing them, and I pretty much tell this to everybody as these go on, that every single mastermind after, like, as the masterminds go on, I just get better and better and better at teaching these. And this mastermind in specific is actually going to be like pretty different than all the other ones. Okay, so that's pretty exciting. The calendar is switched up pretty drastically compared to the other ones because, again, I'm getting better and better at doing this for you guys. So I added some lessons, I removed some lessons, and on top of that, each mastermind is pretty much made for you guys as students and what you guys need to work on, and that pretty much gets covered today. So with that being said, first of all, I want to introduce some people that are going to be helping us out. Connor, could you pause the chat for me real quick? I want to introduce the people that are going to be helping me out and going to be helping all of you guys out. With all of this. All right, so damn, y'all are going fucking crazy. So first things first is Connor, whose Discord name is Ironi, or I don't even know how to say it, Ironi. Okay, he's going to be in here pretty much every single live session. Okay, unless something really irony. There you go. Unless something really bad happens to him and like I need to, get him to the hospital, he's pretty much going to be in here every session. He's going to be the one that's going to be uploading all of our recordings, making sure that shit is in line for you guys. Okay? And again, I'm going to be here. You guys know me, TJR. What's fucking good? I'm going to be here teaching you guys the core materials and the core content. Okay? And then also, irony. I always called you by a different name. It's so weird that you're saying irony. Irony is going to be hosting back testing sessions with you guys along with more trades. And I'm actually talking to him today. I don't know if you guys know him, whether that's through TikTok or in the Discord of him chatting with you guys. He actually, as of recently, he used to be known as like an unprofitable trader, but recently has been absolutely crushing it with trading, and I can fully vouch for him and say that he's for sure a profitable trader now. And I thought, what better of a person to bring on here to help you guys out with testing sessions, confluences, and strategy than him, because he was literally like just in your guys' same position. I want to say like 4 months ago, and he pretty much like he's been trading for the past year and a half now, and he's been crushing it. Has like over 450K in funding, is making pretty much like 30K a month from trading consistently. So I thought, what better of a person to come in here who was in a super similar position as you guys to help you guys out with backtesting sessions as well. Okay, so I'll be in and out of chat for like pretty much this entire time, and then obviously you guys are going to have full access to me on these calls. So yeah, just wanted to give intros, and then also we have our backend Adrian. You'll see him like posting announcements here and there, updating the calendar, sometimes updating the recordings, and maybe he tells one of you guys like to not send a dick pic in the chat, and you guys get banned for a couple days. Some shit like that might happen. Okay, but other than that, welcome to Mastermind 3.0. Like I was saying, every single time that I do one of these, they just get better and better. And I think I don't want to jump the gun on this, because you know sometimes the more people that you get, the lower percentage hit rate that you get in terms of like high quality people. But I really think that we did a good job of getting high quality people in here this time around, because the majority of you guys had to get on calls with people who interviewed you, and then some people were able to get in here through the webinar. So I appreciate everybody who joined here, and I'm really excited to get started with you guys. And again, like I was saying before, this mastermind, every single mastermind is different. The first mastermind, I had a solid overall outline, taught it to them. They did extremely well. And then the second mastermind, I was like, okay, I know like the good things from last mastermind, and I know the bad things. So we removed all the bad things and did more of the good things. And then this mastermind is just like, it just keeps getting better and better. So good for you guys for getting in 3.0. And hopefully I can continue to become a better teacher, just because just like trading, I'm learning how to become a better teacher, how to become a better mentor to you guys. And it's really exciting for me to do these types of things with you guys and become like literally one of your guys' close ass friends for this month that I'm able to teach you guys for. And it's really fucking exciting to be able to get in here, have a strong ass group of people like you guys have. And something that I want you guys to take note of. Everyone says, everyone says that, you know, like, yeah, I'm going to stick it out till the very end. I'm going to make this work. Everybody says that in every single mastermind. And then I want you guys to take a second, look at how many people are in the audience right now. We have 310 people in here right now, which is pretty freaking crazy. Okay, we got a lot of people in here. Okay, I want you guys to see that number and understand that every single recording after this, that number will be significantly lower. Call me crazy. I know all of you guys are really excited that it's your first day, and I know every single one of you guys is probably saying, yeah, no, I'm going to go to every meeting. I'm going to be here on the very last day. Trust me, without a doubt in my mind, just like all the past masterminds, there are people who fall off, okay? And pretty much today is where I'm going to give you guys my expectations of what I expect out of you guys, and then I'm also going to help you guys like set your goals and have you guys fill out a Google form so I can get to know you guys as traders better, and hopefully set up and prepare this mastermind so that it can be perfectly set up to your guys' needs, okay? Because again, every single mastermind is going to be different purely based on the people that join. But I that's something that I definitely want you guys to take note of, is there's going to be people who are really consistent in here. There are going to be people who are probably only going to be here on the first day. There are going to be people who are kind of in and out with it, not taking it too seriously. And really, the people that are going to benefit the most out of this are the people that take this the most serious. And I know for me, every single, like, I wouldn't half-ass doing this for you guys. You guys paid me a lot of money to get here for me to be in here and teach you guys. So I know for a fact that I'm not going to half-ass it, and it makes me really sad when I see some people who came in here, made the commitment, and were really excited to turn their life around, and then when I give them all of my expectations for them, they fall super, super short. And it sucks, but it happens pretty much every single time. It's almost pretty consistent that the audience number from the very first day to the very last day drops around like 50 to 60%. So on the last day, I wouldn't be surprised if there's only like 150 to 100 people. And that's just how it is. Some people, it's like fucking military training, bro. Like some people just can't make it out of this. And that's okay, because this is really hard. And this is exactly what you guys signed up for. You guys knew that this was going to be hard, and you guys knew that I wasn't going to bullshit you guys, and you knew that I wasn't going to like just hand this, like make this an easy road for you guys, because that's not what trading is. So without further ado, I kind of wanted to get in today and talk about my expectations for you guys, and really how you guys can best learn from this and learn from me, and really make the most out of your guys' investment in this. Okay. So first and foremost would be these calls that happen, whether you attend them live or watch the recordings. I feel like that should just be bare minimum, because this is what I would call like the core content. If you guys, it's going to be a full-on scam if you guys don't watch every single recording or every single live, and you guys will not get your money's worth if you guys don't take advantage of that. Okay, because every single day there's insane amounts of value, and it's set up so that every single day there's a huge purpose, and I wouldn't dedicate an entire day to teaching you guys something if I didn't think that it was valuable, especially because we only have a month's worth of time to teach you guys. Okay, the first week of the mastermind is pretty much going to be mainly talking about psychology, and I know a lot of you guys are probably like, why can't we just get into trading? Why can't we just get into the candlesticks and making money? And you guys will understand why after the first week. And after that first week, if anything, it should make you guys more motivated, and it should prime you guys to be even better at trading and even better to learning the stuff that we get into after that, which is the trading and the strategy portion of it. And then after that, okay, so the first week we're going to cover psychology, for the most part, okay, depending on what some of you guys fill out in the Google form, okay, and then from there, the goal is to go into trading concepts, and I've added like 3 extra concepts that I've talked about in the trading transformation before, and I think are really, really beneficial to you guys, but there's more concepts for you guys to learn now, which is going to make it a little bit harder. But again, we're going to get into how you guys can grasp those even better with like taking advantage of backtesting sessions and our other traders that are within the chat to help you guys out. Okay, so after that second week, we're pretty much just going to be covering like mainly just trading concepts. Okay, and you're probably thinking, hey, well, I already saw a couple YouTube videos on this. I know exactly what this is. No, you don't. You have no fucking clue, because all the masterminds before this, they were like, hey, I already learned this on YouTube. And then we get in there and I teach them the shit, and then there's literally like the entire chat is just flooded with questions, and they're like, wait, so it isn't this? And I'm like, wow, holy shit, thank goodness you guys came in here so I can re-explain this to you guys, because you guys clearly did not know what this actually was. Okay, so again, it's similar with the psychology. You're probably going to be thinking, oh, well, how is this going to help me? I already saw a YouTube video on it. You probably don't actually fully understand it, and maybe the way that I explain it this time around, you guys will understand it better. And if you guys have any questions on the confluences, that's why I'm fucking here, and that's why you guys even came here in the first place. Okay, and then moving on from that, the third week, we're going to go back to psychology, because you guys are going to get so hyped up about learning the strategy and learning all these confluences, and you're going to be like, yeah, can't wait to make $1 million in my first week of trading. And then you guys are going to full pour, over leverage, over trade, and forget everything that we talked about in the very first week of this mastermind. So we need to circle back cover up some more psychology things now that you guys have all those confluences fully locked in, your trading strategy fully locked in, okay? And the way that I'm approaching how you guys develop a trading strategy, this mastermind is going to be different than the past 2 masterminds that I've done as well, which I'm pretty excited about. So week 3 is kind of going to be a mix of like strategy creation and psychology, as well, with like a mix of trade review in there. And then that 4th week is going to be pretty much like smoothing over all of the mistakes and all of like the little bumps, holes, crack, jeez, I can't even get them. All of the things that you guys might be like just a little bit bumpy on or need some more questions to be answered, that we can smooth over for you guys. So hopefully by the end of that 4th week, you guys will be well on your way where you guys no longer need me as your teacher. And every single mastermind's like, man, I'm going to miss these calls. And I know for a fact all of you guys are going to miss the calls too. But there's going to get a point in time, which might actually even be before the 4th week, where you guys are like, I finally understand what I need to do. And I know that it's literally just between me and the charts and market experience and time that is stopping me from turning profitable from here on out. And it's like sending a little puppy to like training camp. Okay, you guys are coming to me. You guys are wild. You guys are like not a thought behind those eyes. Okay, and I'm here to get you guys, to correct you, to get you guys on the right path, to change how you guys think, to change the way that you guys live. Okay, the first week is going to be really hard for a lot of you guys, because a lot of you guys have horrible fucking habits that you guys are doing right now that are causing you guys to be unprofitable traders and that are causing you guys to live, like, no offense, but like the shitty lives that you guys are living right now. And the goal is to change all of that. And then once we can change the way that you guys think and change the way that you guys live, we can change your life. And then in turn, that can help change your guys' trading. And then from there, we smooth over everything, go back over psychology. And then from there, send you off into the dark, scary, scary world that is trading. And hopefully, I'm begging that you guys never pay for anything else trading related ever again. That is my promise to you guys, that you guys should never have to pay for any piece of trading education ever again after this. And if you do, you're literally wasting money. And I can stand on that, and I know that for a fact because I was in your guys' position before, and I knew exactly what it took for me to be able to change things in my life, to change things in my trading, so that I could be on that literally straight and direct. I was about to say straight and narrow, like I was talking about religion, but on that straight path towards profitability, okay? And as long as I can just reroute you guys so that you guys see that straight path in that direct line to profitability, that's all that I need to do, okay? And the goal with the mastermind is to help you guys do that, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, so another question that a lot of people ask, like on the very first day, where's my funded account? Idiots, listen to me. Everyone's like, I want my where's my $300,000 funded account challenge? You just paid me a lot of money to teach you how to day trade. So you admitted to yourself that you are unprofitable. Do you see how we're kind of, how that's kind of hypocritical, where you're saying, hey, I want to join the mastermind, I'm unprofitable, which that's completely okay, right? We can admit to ourselves that every single person in here is unprofitable, right? Every single person in here is unprofitable, and that's one of the first steps of even like taking a step in the right direction, is literally just humbling yourself and saying, I am not profitable. I'm not a profitable trader right now. And that's okay, because I'm going to turn that shit around for you guys. But for the time being, you guys are unprofitable traders and you guys trade like unprofitable traders. So why are you in such a rush to get a funded account if you guys know for a fact that you are unprofitable? And if you guys start trading on it now, what will likely happen? Okay, so we're not necessarily going to talk about that today, and we're going to get into I every single time I leave it up to the mastermind members of when they want to receive their funded account. I make it a group decision, and we'll talk about that. I think it's tomorrow. Let's see. Right? Yeah, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, I pretty much, I asked you guys, after talking some shit out with you guys, I asked you guys, and pretty much leave it up to the group of when you guys would like to receive your funded accounts. Every single mastermind prior to this has opted for the right decision, and to me, it doesn't hurt me in any way. It might hurt me a little bit because I'm like, damn, these guys have no hope if they choose the wrong decision. But it's completely up to you because you guys made this investment and that's part of the investment that you guys make. So I'm not going to be like, oh, no, you're not allowed to get your funded account until whenever, right? So we're going to make a group decision on that tomorrow. But for the time being, let's just get our introductions out of the way, okay? So moving forward, let's talk a little bit more in detail what I'm going to expect out of you guys for this month. So again, like I was saying, I would really love, I almost like consider it a requirement. Imagine like this is school. Like I'll be fucking pissed if you guys don't watch all of the recordings and don't attend all of the live sessions and just sit here and just say, oh, shit was a fucking scam. And it's like, yeah, no wonder you scammed yourself by not going to and not watching any of the recordings and not going to any of the live sessions. No wonder you didn't get results. Okay? And the best way for you guys to get results would be ideally you guys being in these live sessions. And if you guys can't attend the live sessions, if you guys are watching this on the recording because it's too late in your time zone or like you have complications, that's completely fine. That's why we have the back testing sessions and the trade review sessions so you guys can ask more questions there. Okay? But continuing on that, for the first week within psychology, I'm going to ask you guys to do a lot of really difficult things and a lot of hard things. And pause. But I'm going to ask you guys to do a lot of difficult things. And I think within that first week, it's kind of like the decision factor of, okay, yes, I can trust this person who was in my position beforehand and was able to actually turn his life around with the skill of trading, and I just need you guys to trust me, okay? And you guys already trusted me by making an investment in this, so it would be stupid of you guys to not at least just take this 1 month and follow everything that I say. And within that first week, like I said, I'm going to have you guys change a lot of the habits that you guys have. I'm going to ask you guys to do difficult things, and I'm asking you guys to do it for a reason. And it might not make sense to you guys when I'm asking you guys to do that within the first week, but by the third week, when we go back and circle back on everything, you're going to be like, oh, holy shit, no wonder he was asking me to do this. And look how drastically my life has changed, even just in the matter of 2 weeks. And I can say that I know this for a fact because I've seen it happen with people from previous masterminds where they came in here and they weren't necessarily living a good life. They were unhappy with where they were at. And I asked them to do certain things during that first week. And then by the third week, when we circle back and look back on everything, they all, at least everybody that adhered to it, they all looked back and were like, wow, thank you for even pushing me and asking me to do those things. So that's one thing that I really, really want you guys to do. The first week is going to seem a little bit weird, and it's going to be really difficult for you guys because I'm going to ask you guys to break a bunch of habits that you guys have, a bunch of bad habits. But that's why you guys are here in the first place, right? The goal is to not only, if anything, like if you find out that after this, oh, trading's not for me, I don't think I'm going to follow through with trading, the least that I can do is change your life. And I truly think that I can do that with every single one of you guys. But again, I just need you guys to trust me. So that's pretty much like everything that I wanted to cover in terms of expectations. We're just going to take this like 1 week at a time. This first week, it's going to be really difficult and it's going to be really hard. But it's for the better, and it's like the first week of the mastermind is by far the most beneficial and the most important week. So like bare minimum, please just do everything that I ask in that week and see it through at least till the end of the month. And if your life isn't any better than it was before then fine. You know, like, then like go off. But I can promise you it's going to be a lot better if you follow everything that I said. Goal setting is important, and I want you guys to do this so that you guys can see how much progress you guys have made by the end of this month. So this is more to help me get to know you guys. So we'll start this out, and this is kind of a mix of, I want you guys to write this down, and write it down for yourself and also write it down for me. So this is like kind of a journal entry that you're going to be sharing with me. So the title of this is, who are you and why are you here, right? Every single person probably has a different why for why they're here. And some people, it might be similar, but most people have different whys. You know, they hate the job that they're in. They want to help, you know, support their parents. They need to support a family. Okay. But the whole goal of this is to give me insight on who you are as a person. Okay. So like, who even are you, you know? And then on top of that, like, tell me what you guys wish to get out of this month. Because the way that I see this, and hopefully the way that you guys see this, is that you guys can drastically change the way that your guys' life looks with just 1 month. I think if you guys change a certain amount of things in 1 month and change the trajectory of your life within just 1 month and completely steer your life in another direction, it can change your life, like literally completely change your life. So tell me what you wish to get out of this month, and whether that be, you know, something super specific, trading related, or whether it's life related, or whether it's just kind of like vague in terms of trading. So I'll give you guys some time to write down both those bullet points. Give me insight on who you are as a person, and then tell me what you want to get out of this month. And I'll let you guys write some of this stuff down. And if you guys aren't writing this down, it's like, okay, this shit's already wraps. Like, you might as well throw what you wish to get out of this month like out the window. Because you're not even taking this shit serious. Okay, so I'll give you guys some time to write out who you are as a person, and that's right now. Like, I don't want you guys to write out who you want to be as a person. I don't want you guys to bullshit me like, oh, I'm a Sigma alpha male who is a elite day trader. Like, be fucking honest. You know, just like how we were honest with ourselves, where all of us, I mean, besides me and Connor in this call right now, are unprofitable traders, right? So I need you guys to tell me and be honest who you guys are as a person right now. Like, humble yourself a little bit, okay? And then tell me what you guys want to get out of this month. I'll let you guys write this down for like probably another 2 minutes, okay? Man, I'm so excited. Bro, it's crazy because during the off periods, I'd be like, if you guys saw Trading Transformation Day 1, like, you guys know how much I love teaching people. I love this shit, man. I love teaching you guys. Like, bro, every single mastermind group, I get so fucking sad on the last day because it's like, damn, I just made a bunch of fucking dogs in here, and now I got to see them go. It's kind of like a college basketball coach, you know, like, you train somebody, get them ready for the NBA, and then it's like, damn, I hate to see them go, but I know it's for the best. Let you guys write down for a little bit more. Let this rock for like 1 more minute. All right. Now moving into the next bullet points. How can I best assist you guys to reach those goals? Okay, and again, like let's not be let's be realistic with these as well, right? Like how can I, as a mentor, help you guys reach these goals of what you guys wish to get out of this month? And again, be realistic. Don't say some shit like take a PJ to my house and edge with me during pre-market, right? Like let's be real, okay? How can I best assist you guys to reach your goals that you guys just wrote down? And then also, because this isn't just like a one-way street of TJR just sits down with you guys for 4 weeks and tells you guys a bunch of stuff and it just goes in one ear out the other. How can we both work together so you guys can actually get there? So that's more of like, this one's more of like, how can I be the best mentor for you guys possible for this entire month? And then after that, how can you and I work together so that you guys can get to those goals, okay? And also what I would want you guys to write down here would be, okay. What are some things that you can do alone to get there as well? Because all those goals that you guys wrote down, what you guys wish to get out of this month, obviously, right? Like I'm a busy person and I'm getting on here and I'm helping you guys, but there's also things that you guys can do on your own that can help you guys get there, right? This shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm just going to tap into all the core content and then when I get my funded, I'm just going to like, get on there and trade it and then hope that I turn profitable, right? This isn't just, oh, TJR is going to talk to me for 4 weeks and then boom, I'm instantly going to be profitable. This is definitely not a one-way street on this. This is like, how can we work together as a team, student to mentor, to help you guys get to these goals that you guys wish to get out of this month? So I'll give you guys like another 5 minutes to write this down, okay? Let you guys write all that shit down. And this is good for you guys to write all this stuff down too, because again, like I was saying, by the end of the month, you guys are going to be able to look back on these things and be like, okay, you can actually directly track your progress. Like, oh damn, I actually got all this stuff done. And you guys are going to see how much you guys have grown as a person too. That's like one of the main reasons why I have you guys put that down. All right. Should be good. Okay, now we're going to get into, that's kind of like introduction to you, yourself as a person, some goal setting. Okay, and now I want to get into your trading experience. And ideally, you guys are pretty detailed with this. I'm going to give you guys a decent amount of time on this. Okay. We'll start off with how long have you been trading for? And then from there, I want you guys to let me know what strategy that you guys use. And ideally, I can help change that or fix that up. Okay, and then how disciplined are you to that strategy, right? How disciplined are you to that trading plan? Do you use risk management? This is a big one. And then do you think you let emotions get involved with trading? And again, ideally, the more detailed that you guys can be, the better off we can be. Cool? Cool, so I'll give you guys like 5-ish minutes to write this stuff down, maybe a little bit more. All right, I'll let you guys rock for like 1 more minute. Once we hit 140. And again, this will be really nice for you guys to have, because when we send out that Google form to you guys for you guys to fill out, so I can kind of just get all of those responses like just fully down and look over them together as like a group. It'll be easy for you guys to put your answers in. Cool. Okay, so again, thank you guys for going through and writing out all of these things, giving me some insight on who you guys are as a person, letting me know what you guys want to get out of this month, and also how I can be the best mentor to you guys for this month and moving forward. And then also how we can work together so you guys can actually get here. I want you guys to keep this paper by you or document whenever you guys are trading or whenever you guys are working on becoming better traders, because this is pretty much going to be like something that you guys can look back on, and hopefully from today and moving forward, you guys consistently get better from where you're at right now, and also consistently get closer to what you guys wish to get out of this month and just long term. Okay, so something else that I want you guys to write down, which I don't know why we should have had on here. It might have gotten deleted, but Okay, on top of what you guys want to get out of this month, this is something that helped me a lot, and I've made TikToks on this in the past, talking about goal setting and going back to really old journals that I had, and how crazy it is to look back and see how far I've come. And I think that this is something that is, one, just really like motivational, and two, is just really awesome for you to go back and look back on and see what your goals are. But it's always smart to set goals when you're in the moment trying to work towards something, what you guys are currently doing, which is to become profitable traders. So what I want you guys to do is set 3 long-term goals. Not necessarily in, it doesn't, this is completely different, right? This is what you guys want to get out of this month. But with this, I want you guys to set 3 long-term goals, whether it's in trading, life, or whether it's in trading or life, okay? We'll kind of just leave it at that. Okay, and then from there, set 5 short-term goals to get there. And the long-term goals one is something that, like, most people are really, really good at setting long-term goals, right? It's super easy to sit here and be like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a profitable day trader. I'm gonna be a billionaire. You know, it's really easy to sit there and write out long-term goals, but then figuring out how we can actually get there is a lot more difficult, right? Because it's one thing to set long-term goals, but then when the days come, it's like, okay, how do I even take steps to go there? Okay, and that's what the short-term goals are there for. Okay, so these 5 short-term goals, there should be 5 short-term goals for every single long-term. Damn, scared the fuck out of me. For every single long-term goal. Okay. And the reason why we do this is so that when we do get into our day-to-day, and when we do get into, okay, how do I even get there? What are 5 things that I can complete either week to week, day to day, that help me get towards that long-term goal? So let's say that one of my long-term goals is to be funded, to literally just to get funded, okay? Because again, like most of you guys right now, you're unprofitable. That's a pretty solid long-term goal, to be funded, right? So how can we set 5 short-term goals to get there? Okay, this is just like an example of how you guys could plot this out. Okay, so long-term goal, get funded. What are 5 things that we can do day to day or week to week to help us get there? Well, we have to be proficient in the skill of trading. So how are we going to do that? We're going to be demo trading every single day, okay? Not necessarily forcing trades, but we're getting repetitions in, okay, on days that we're able to actually trade, unlike today, because today was a bank holiday. Okay, so we're demo trading, okay, boom. That can be the first goal. Demo trading and back testing all the trades, demo trading and reviewing wins and losses on that account. Okay, what else can we do? We can back test, okay, to see how our strategy has been improving, to see if our strategy or edge even works in the first place, okay, to help practice and get even more reps in. Again, because what's our end goal? To be funded. What does it take to be funded? We have to have proficient edge within the market. We have to be psychologically okay, and we also have to have risk management, okay? So, boom, we have 2 short-term goals that help us with the, I should never say edge in this chat or video ever again. I'm just realizing that. But we have 2 short-term goals that help us get better at our strategy, that can help us get funded, right? And then on top of that, okay, we know that trading consists of 3 other things, like risk management. Okay, so we find a risk management. How can we find a risk management strategy that helps us get funded? Okay, so when you're trading on demo, you can pretty much simulate all those funded account like drawdown rules, and you can pretty much hold yourself to say like, hey, I won't hit 5% daily drawdown per day. I won't, if I hit 10% total max drawdown, then I have to start from the beginning. Okay, so you're working on risk management, and you're working on a risk management plan to get you to that funded goal. Okay, and then what else is involved with trading that we know is essential within within getting funded, okay, it's keeping our emotions in check and having good psychology. Okay, so how can we practice good psychology? And this is something that we'll talk about in week 1. Well, we need to be able to be confident in our skill of trading. Okay, so how are we able to do that? Well, that's going to come with practicing our strategy. That's going to come with demo trades. That's going to come with us literally just having time in the market and market experience. Okay, so working on our strategy will help us give us confidence in order to get funded. Okay, give us confidence that the trades that we're taking are good trades. Okay, how else can we increase our psychology? Well, we need to be disciplined. Okay, how can we discipline ourselves not only in trading but in life? Because if we have an undisciplined life, we're going to be undisciplined within trading. Okay, if we keep going back to our bad habits in life, we're going to keep going back to our bad habits in trading. Okay, so what can we do? Okay, discipline ourselves in life. Okay, maybe stop doing all those bad habits. And we'll talk about that when we get into our psychology day 1 tomorrow. Okay, we stop doing all those bad habits, and then we stop doing all those bad habits in life. And then in turn, what can that help us do? It helps us be able to be disciplined enough to stop doing bad habits in trading. Okay, write down all the bad habits that you have in trading and literally have them either on a big ass Google Doc on your monitor or on a post-it stamped all across your laptop so that you never do those bad habits in trading. Okay, that's going to help you guys with your psychology. If you guys find yourself getting greedy, okay, understand that you guys are trading on a demo account right now, and you shouldn't be focused on the money, and you guys should be focused on the skill of trading. Okay, all of these are short-term goals that can lead you to hitting that long-term goal without even thinking about it. The short-term goals are what help you get in to pass that long-term goal. The long-term goal is really just like milestones, okay? The short-term goals are what you're doing day to day to even get there. Because again, like I was saying before, it's really, really easy to set long-term goals like I'm going to make $100,000 in a month. And it's like, okay, then what the fuck do we even do to get there? Right? And that's what I want those short-term goals to be. So I'll give you guys a little bit of time to write out those short-term goals that help you guys get to those long-term goals. Again, in trading or in life. I know for me, when I was making journal entries, I was setting long-term and short-term goals for freaking everything. Okay, like like in terms of physique, how I like what build I wanted to be. I wanted to have freaking abs. I wanted to be able to bench a certain amount of weight, okay? And what were my short-term goals to get there? Like eat correctly, go to the gym, don't skip days at the gym, do cardio, do all these things, okay? Again, those short-term goals will help you get to those long-term goals, and if we just only set long-term goals, those are literally just wishes and we don't know how to execute them. Okay, so I'll give you guys some time to get to those long-term goals, and then we'll wrap up our very first call. I know today it can be seen as like kind of boring, or you're just like, when are we going to actually start learning stuff? But all of this is necessary for me to actually be the best mentor possible for you guys in this month that I teach you. Okay, and also on top of that, it's going to help you guys help line up that path towards profitability. Because again, if we don't understand what our goal is to get out of this, like how are we even going to see if this was a beneficial investment on your end, and how can we even see progress being made, right? So I'll give you guys some time for that. Write down your 3 long-term goals, get down 5 short-term goals on how you guys are able to get there. Okay, and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be trading. It can be in life. Okay, maybe you want to pay off your parents' mortgage. Okay, that's going to have a lot more short-term goals in order to get there, right? You're going to have to develop a skill, whether that's trading or fuck it, man. Maybe you figure out that trading isn't for me, and you want to do something else. You're going to have to find some sort of skill that can generate you enough income so that you can send your parents a certain amount of money, and then it's like, oh, how can I generate a skill that can help where I have a surplus of income, and then you can keep simplifying things, and that's one of the best things with goal setting is you have those long-term goals, and then you need to reverse think of like, okay, what even gets us to those goals in the first place? I'll let you guys finish this up in like the next minute or two, and then I'll wrap this up. Alrighty. So, again, I kind of covered this at the beginning, but this is what I expect from you guys. Again, like, if you guys, this should and will be the last piece of trading information and education that you will ever need in order to turn profitable. So again, I have no doubt in my mind that I will give you guys everything necessary in order for you guys to turn profitable. And again, something that I like to say to you guys is you guys have to understand, right? Like, in pretty much everything that I say, you guys know that I'm realistic with this trading shit, right? I'm not going to promise that, hey, right after this month, you guys are going to be profitable traders, but will I completely set you up so that you guys are on that path to turning profitable? 1000%. And do I think that with you guys coming into this mastermind and following everything I say, you guys are skipping over a significant amount of time for you guys to turn profitable? 1000%. And do I think and trust that all of you guys are going to be profitable? You know, that's going to be up for debate, and that's definitely going to be seen after the first week. And as these audience members start falling off, you know, day by day, week by week, we're going to see who actually is going to stick to this. Something that I always like to wrap up the first call with is the statistic, and it can be seen as intimidating, but I like to see it as motivating. 99% of traders fail, or I mean, the stat is like 98% of traders fail. I think it's a higher percentage. 98% of traders fail. So statistically, we have like, what, 300 something people in here. Okay? Do the math, right? That means 99% of you guys, statistically, right? I'm not here to say that it's going to happen. I'm just saying from the stats, right? Because numbers don't lie. Okay, from the stats, 99% of people are either going to quit, give up, or fail. And to me, I like to look at that statistic with every single mastermind and just toss it the fucking bird and say, you know what? I truly believe that everybody in here has a very high chance of turning profitable as long as you guys follow exactly what I say in this. And I think that the goal of every single person in here should be to beat that statistic. Okay? So we have 300 something people in here. Technically, right? Only like 3.5 or maybe like 4 or 5 people statistically are going to make it out of this profitable. What do I say to that? Let's change that statistic and let's try and make it everyone. Okay? But again, I need you guys to trust in me as your mentor to help you guys get there. And again, like I was saying before, I'm going to ask you guys to do a lot of hard things, and I'm going to ask you guys to do shit that you guys probably don't want to do, but you guys just have to put faith in me, at least for this month, okay? You guys already, like, paid me to get in here. The least that you guys could do is actually just follow what I say for a month and see if your life gets any fucking better and see if your trading gets any fucking better. And I know for a fact that it will if you guys follow what I say, okay? So that eventually, when like every single person in here is profitable, we can look back on that statistic, toss it the fucking bird, and say, guess what? Everybody in here wasn't one of those 99% of people, wasn't one of those 98% of people, We're part of the 1% of people who actually understand that trading is a skill. Trading is the skill of understanding where price wants to go, and we're all going to make it out of this shit based purely on dedication, discipline, and us following what we're supposed to do. Okay, a lot of you guys are practicing horrible habits and aren't living the lives that you guys want to live right now, and we can change that. Okay, but it starts with you, and it starts with you guys being disciplined enough and being motivated enough to actually take the first step in the right direction, and you guys did that already. Okay, you guys already did that by taking the first step and joining the mastermind. So I applaud you guys for that, but that first step was pretty fucking easy, and this next month is going to be really difficult, and I hope that all of you guys make it to the end with me, and I know sure as hell that I'm not going to half-ass this, and I would hope that you guys do the same. I would hope that you guys don't end up like 99% of other day traders. And I would hope that this investment doesn't go to fucking waste. And I would also hope that you guys can put trust in me as your mentor to teach you guys what it takes to be a profitable trader, at least for this month. Okay? And as we know, it's not really 99% of traders fail. It's 99% of traders give up. Okay? And that typically happens within the first year. And based on the group of people that we have in here today, I have pretty high expectations that 99% of you guys won't give up on this shit and actually know what it takes to become a profitable trader. And I'm really excited to get started with you guys. I really appreciate you guys for putting trust in me as your mentor, and I know for a fact I will not let you guys the fuck down. I know today was a pretty slow, just fucking taking notes, and I'm not necessarily answering questions today because it's just introductions, and we got to set up how the mastermind is going to be filled out based on all these introductions and the Google form that's going to be sent out to you guys right after this call. But I'm really excited to teach you guys, and I'm so fucking excited for this next month, bro. Every single time I do one of these masterminds, I get really excited about all the people that are in here, everybody that decided to take one foot in the right direction to be able to change their life. I really appreciate you guys. Let's run the fucking chat. Let's fucking go. I promise y'all, bro. Like, if you guys can put trust in me, you guys will be part of the 1%. Hell yeah. Makes me so fucking happy to see this shit. Hell yeah, fuck the stats. Toss that shit the fucking bird, man. The fucking bird. Hell yeah. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm really excited to see you guys tomorrow. First day of actual education. Get ready to have some annoying ass. You guys are going to have a real conversation with yourself tomorrow on if you guys want to do this shit or not, because tomorrow is going to be a big wake-up call for a lot of you guys. All right, boys? I appreciate you guys. It's going to get real vicious starting tomorrow. Today was real light and real friendly, but I'm going to rip into you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get super real, and we're going to take that first step, okay? 1%ers, let's fucking go. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. We'll get this recording up. Everybody that's in the recording, let's fucking go. I'm excited to start this with you guys. Everybody that's in the live chat, I really appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Until tomorrow, boys.